Yeah, name's Merce Poindexter. Back in '05, I was an incoming freshman. I was a backup tight end on the team. And right now, I work in academics as a graduate assistant under Chuck Lewis, working specifically with the football freshmen and a couple of the upperclassmen on the team. So, yeah, I graduated in the summer of '09 uh, with a bachelor's in communications. And I always had a passion for college athletics, and I wanted to get into it. So I contacted Ann Jurgensen and Chuck Lewis, and just asked them if they had any positions available for a graduate assistant. Working with football. I love Akron football. Was a captain here, and that's kind of where things kind of took off. And they had a position open for me, and fortunately enough, I was able to take that position, and now I'm going into my second year working with the team. Oh, well, working in academics, you're not out there practicing with them, or you're not out there that much in practice, but you're with them, working with all their classes and basically all the behind the scenes stuff that goes into what a student athlete does on a day to day basis that the average fan doesn't see, on Saturdays. And you know, I like it because it gives you a chance to make an impact through their academics. And that's the ultimate goal. I feel is along with them having a successful athletic career, is also graduating from the university with a meaningful degree. Cool. Back in '05, coming in as a freshman, I just wanted to get on the field. So, I kind of earned a backup tight end role that kind of put me on the field. And, the expectations were kind of seeing what, where we're going to be. I know the year prior, we had been bowl eligible, but didn't get selected to be in a bowl. And we had a new transfer quarterback from Pitt, Luke Getzey, and kind of a young line. So I think the expectations were just kind of like, well, we'll see where we're at, kind of in the middle of the season. Um, Fortunately enough, we were in position to, win a few games. If we won a few games at the end, we'd be in position to go to the MAC championship. And fortunately enough, yeah, that happened. So, you know, I would say the expectations being there, we're just trying to see where we're going to be at, like any other MAC team, you know. So. Well, yeah, Coach, like you said, Coach Brookhart kind of, laid it out for us cut and dry that we needed, think it was Toledo to beat Bowling Green, a team that we had beat prior in the season. And we needed Toledo to beat them at their place. And if they had did that, then we just had to beat Kent State on the last game of the year, our rivalry, and then we would be playing in the MAC championship. So I actually remember watching that Toledo game, and they beat them in overtime, I believe, maybe double overtime. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, we just, all we've been throughout this season and kind of the ups and downs of the season, that we're in position to go to the MAC championship, the first MAC championship this school's ever been to. And, that was thrilling in itself. So, yeah, I remember watching that game, and then I remember coming out for the Kent State game, which was one of the crazier games of my career. It was snow, the bowl was insane. It's Thanksgiving Day, so, and then we went out there and we handled business, and next thing you know, we were going to the MAC championship. So it was just a wonderful experience. Well, I was a freshman. I remember it was probably about 20 seconds left in the game when we called a timeout, and coach, we had this play called 84Z poster. And basically, it was the tight end runs a 12-yard post, and the wide receiver runs one at 14. And we had always hit on it, during the season, and it was kind of our money play with Dominic Hickson. So I remember running that play. I remember getting it 12 yards, and I turned and I saw Luke pump at me, and I was like, okay, he pumped at me. I wonder where he's going with it now. And all of a sudden, he let that ball go, and I see it flying over my head, and I look back, and Hickson's just running underneath it. And he catches the ball, and he kind of, as he secured the ball, kind of rolled away. So I'm looking for a referee saying, is it good, is it good? And I see the hands go up, and I go running towards him. I just hug him because I've never been a champion at any level, and this guy just made an unbelievable play on an unbelievable stage. So that was amazing in itself. And the photo was in USA Today, so everyone back in my small town, Elwood City, Pennsylvania, was just like, there's Merce, 18 years old, in USA Today. So it was just amazing. It was wonderful. Yeah, probably the Bowling Green game. And the Bowling Green game that year was a game that we were underdogs in the game, and we really had the rally to win that game. and it was kind of a turning point in our season where we kind of came together and said, we're going to make a run at this thing. And that was the biggest thing. That game, I can remember our defense making a goal line stand, just rallying behind our senior linebacker, Jay Rohr. And just, I feel that game was a turning point in our season when our team kind of came together and said, we can do this. And then obviously the bowl game, just because the bowl game was, making history for this university, for this athletic program. It took it to heights it's never seen. And just coming, I remember running out of the tunnel at the bowl game and seeing all the fans, in the blue and gold. It was just amazing. It was an amazing experience, and, I'm just happy to say I was a part of it.